briefly discuss the vigil that took place out in Cal City, California. This is Everyday Shenanigans, and thanks for joining me in the late hour, 11:36 here in the high 10. Well, it took place in Cal City for the missing brothers. Short vigil prayer was done. They had a little setup on the side of the house near the wooden gate, wooden fence rather, and it was a nice vigil for the children that are currently missing out of California City. There has still been no update pertaining to the whereabouts of the boys, but a vigil did take place this evening, 6 p.m. California time, Central Time, out west. So that is the latest pertaining to the children. Hi from Texas, JLM56. I haven't seen you in a couple of days. How are you doing? Great to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me. I've got 3 in the chat. 1 thumbs up. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm a little warm for some reason. I should be used to being on stage by now. But I want to thank you all for joining me. I know a lot of you probably have to get up and go to work in the morning. But I just wanted to jump on to say they had a video. Those who are not watching, hi Flouncy, how you doing? Those of you who did not watch YouTube this evening, hello Irene, how are you? For some of you who didn't partake in the YouTube message center, because some of you don't tune in, I guess, every day to engage in what's going on the tube. But that is the latest coming out of California. But there was something I want to discuss pertaining to the vigil. The chief was there, which I thought was very nice, very noble. Of course, many would be expecting him to be there. Hello, Alexis Platt. How are you doing? And he was there, and he gave a short statement. And the one thing he said that I think a lot of people need to take heed to is that he and the department do not want anyone hanging around on that property. And maybe I need to say that loudly for some who are listening out in California, in the general area of Bakersfield, California, California City, and the surrounding counties. The chief of Cal City does not want anyone being on the property, period. He does not want you going in the backyard. They have gotten information that someone, I think if I'm not mistaken, he said YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I have to watch it again. But he did state that they know of someone being in the backyard of the property, filming, I guess, looking, whatever. And they will prosecute you when they find you, not extras that want to come along. They're going to make a mockery out of the first one that they already know about. He said YouTube. Okay, so later. That's what I thought he said. I have to be careful what I say on this network. But obviously a YouTuber was found in the backyard filming. And so the chief is letting everyone know via the vigil that they know of you. Hello, Nietzsche. They know that you've been on the property and they will prosecute you. So that message goes to anyone that wants to keep hovering around that property, walking about, doing things to the property, looking, lurking. That goes for everybody. Doesn't matter who you are. They don't want you around there. He's letting you know we're coming to get you if you hang around the said property. And I do think it's time now, yes, to give the lurking around a break. It's old now. It's a month in. Like I said, I understand people having curiosity. I'm sure he understands it as well. But it is still a open investigation, so that is to be expected. That's really common sense. It's still an open investigation pertaining to the disappearance of the children. So if that is where the children were last seen allegedly, and you have seen that the police department were just there days ago, then that should tell you that they still are going to the said property. Thank you, Nietzsche. Yes, no super chats during the live. Thank you very much. If you'd like to donate to the channel, please log on to Cash App, $ Big Angie 129. Anything that you donate is acceptable and greatly appreciative. I'm humble for this experience. It has been a journey on this box, and I thank you all for tuning in. And you just grazing the page channel is fine as well, so long as you are respectful on the journey. You are welcome. Okay, Layla, that individual knows he is interfering. He doesn't care. I'll read now back your comments because I don't have much to say else pertaining to that because it was a short vigil. And I basically just wanted to touch on what the chief said. So anybody coming into the chat, that is what was said during the vigil by the chief of police for Cal City. He does not want anyone on the property, period. No one in the backyard. So don't cross the fence, look over the fence, jump the fence. Just stay away from that West residence. That's the said word. So if anyone wants to dial in to give their commentary pertaining to the vigil that took place in California City tonight, feel free to call me. I'm glad they had the vigil for the babies. Yes, I'm very glad too. Thank you, lovely Denise. Thank you, Layla. Is that DeLeon? I am calling it Layla. That individual knows he's interfering. I am Coyote. Okay, thank you so much for the few that's joined me. I've got 11 thumbs up, 24, 26 in the room. Thank you so kindly. But this has been an interesting case. So much has come out and you don't know what to believe, what not to believe. And I was going over some footage from the chief talking last week, the interview, and I was watching the Chris Thorne show. I finished him up today. His last video he uploaded to YouTube. Hello, Chris Thorns, wherever you are. And you all check out his content. He's opinionated like the queen. And of course, we all different our opinions on said subject matter, but I rock with him. He's cool with me. I was glad that Chris was honest near the end of his video about everything going on pertaining to this case, people going over to the home and rallying outside the home. I was glad that Chris gave his opinion about that and was brutally honest in saying, you can go looking for trouble and you may get what you find. And so I think a lot of people have lost their way pertaining to this case. As Mr. Duty Ron has said, you can also check out his content on his channel. Hey, Mary Blue, how you doing? You have to understand, oh, the chief was definitely a different person. Well, Layla, that man has a lot on his shoulder. Like I said, it's easy to judge people. Hi, Marie. It's easy to judge people, and we all do this. But you don't know what somebody's going through. You couldn't imagine what it would be like to be the chief of the police of a small town where 2 children are currently missing. You have all these said problems going on in your city pertaining to drug trafficking and human trafficking as well. So that's a lot to deal with. Then you have people naturally that are going to be complaining about the city itself, the department itself, any old cases that are of missing and murdered victims. And that's a burden to take on. And my understanding, he's only been there a year. Hello, Queen Talks. Thanks for joining me. He's only been there a year, so that's a lot to deal with. And I'm glad I'm not in his shoes because I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. And it's just a lot to take on. But as he has stated in his previous interviews last week, right, Alexis is right. Everyone handles everything differently. 4 agencies are currently handling the case pertaining to the disappearance of the children. So we will pray that they will do all they need to do to get all suspects apprehended and or find the children. Yes, it's a very stressful job. I wouldn't want his job because he's been taking a lot of flack lately from people complaining about his behavior and the old business about the acting, this and that. And as Duty Ron has said, a lot of you are focusing on the wrong things. Hi, how you doing, Pretty K? Got to watch parts of the video tonight. Did any family members attend? I am Coyote. I really couldn't tell because it was dark, so I couldn't tell. So I've been more like ear hustling from my TV, not really like watching the screen, because when I'm kind of resting, I don't sometimes want to look at the screen. I just listen at the information, that I'm hearing. But I'm glad the chief showed up. But as I state, he has a job to do. He and the other agencies have a big job to do in trying to get information pertaining to the whereabouts of these children. And of course, there's a $100,000 reward in pertaining to the children, discovery of the children, information about the children, information about suspects. So if you know anything pertaining to this case, you need to call the FBI and the Cal City Police Department, Bakersfield. Sorry about that, buffering. As in detail. Yes, I like Duty Ron. He's very to the point and very professional. And like I said, we all can agree to disagree on pertaining to information that's been brought to us, but he has done a good job in relaying the facts to people as far as from a detective's point of view. And you won't understand a crime and how it works and the intricate details of it if you've never worked in law enforcement. As I state, we all have our own opinions pertaining to information. How you doing, sweetie? But if you've never worked homicide or a missing persons case, you're not going to know all the intricate details into a case, all the protocols, everything that goes into a search warrant, exacting a search warrant. I don't know anything about those things. So right now, with all that's going on with this case, I'm learning as we go along. But as I state, there was a vigil in Cal City. The chief was there. He spoke. He let it be known he doesn't want anyone trespassing on the west property. Do not go on their property. Do not go in the backyard of the said property. And that is the said information pertaining to the vigil that took place. But it was really nice, to see the little lights and the children's, pictures and everything. And I noticed that the teddy bears and children paraphernalia had made its way to the front door. So I thought, ooh, I see what y'all doing out there in Cal City, putting all those teddy bears and stuffed animals to the front door. My, oh my. Were you all trying to send a message to the parents? I'm just saying. Very interesting. Well, we will see, Nitra. We definitely will see what will happen. They put it all up there the other birthday because of the wind. Oh, okay. I didn't know. I didn't know how the weather was. It's like we're all these babies' family. I didn't even want to watch yet. I will watch later. Okay, Queen. Well, Queen, it's just nothing. Just people praying. Speaking about the children. It was nothing major. No developments or anything like that. Just people gathering. And they had a prayer, for the safety of the children. If they are alive, praying that they are safe if they are alive. Hello, Yellow Man. Yellow Man, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. I'm not going to try to hold you all too long because you know how my buffering issues go, but ooh, mercy. But thank you for following the Queen and tuning in. Okay. Is me good. Okay. I don't know if I understand that what you're saying. Yellow Man. Okay. But I thank you all. If anyone would like to dial in, it'd be nice if you would like to dial in and give your commentary. Oh, the weekend was bland. Nothing special. Oh, thank you, Queen Talks Crime. Thank you. The birthday is this week, so that's probably the best part of this week. The Queen will be turning 50 on Friday, so that's the only exciting happening news I have is pertaining to my own personal life. That's the only thing I have on the agenda is looking forward to 50. Thank you, Yellow Man. Thank you so much. Thank you, lovely Denise. Thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you so much. That case you updated us on about the arrest on a minor could seem crazy to me. Yes, Tasha, that was a bad case out of Indianapolis. For those of you who actually follow the Queen and listen to her content, I brought you a story last night pertaining to 6 people dying inside of a home in Indianapolis, Indiana. And they found a suspect. And then someone also chimed in that, thank you, Amy. Someone chimed in on the channel that it was the older brother. Well, I didn't go in to look up the information. I'll bring that to you tomorrow. I just didn't feel like going in to do another update because I just brought the video tonight. And as soon as I brought the video last night, people were chiming in today saying that a suspect was caught, apprehended, and then the next person commented that it was a relative. So I will see, and I'll bring you that information. But yes, that is a very crazy story. Do I think it's drug related? I don't know. Now, Tasha, you were the one that said it didn't matter. So why you ask me that? I'm just curious. People are going to think the worst, of course. People are going to think the worst. I don't know. They say he's related, so it may not be drug related. My understanding from what the commenter said is that he was mad at the parent because he wanted to stay out or something, stay out late. So, see, I don't know. That's why I didn't jump back on with an update tonight. I just figure I'd wait tomorrow to wait till I get more information. I didn't even go in and Google to see what said information has been uploaded pertaining to a motive. Yes, Pretty K. Every day it is something. It's never ending. It's always something. 61 in the chat, 34 thumbs up. Match those fingers with the numbers in the room. Usually it does. I just wanted your thoughts. Well, I can't say because a commenter just commented and said it was something about a domestic situation between the shooter and the parents. So I'm not sure. I have to get verification. Folks are crazy. Kids killing kinds, parents killing their babies. What in the hell's anger issues, I guess. A lot of anger issues. A lot of angry people. Sad he's a child. If he did do this, if he's indeed the person. Indianapolis, Indiana. But it's heartbreaking no matter, of course, the reasoning. It is heartbreaking because you're talking about killing 6 people. I mean, that's just bold as hell to walk in a house and kill 6 people, even if you're related to them. Right. Hurt people, hurt people. Hello, Melissa. I was hoping you fall in. This has been a long time fan, Miss Melissa. Yeah, every day is something. And you don't get that every day, you know. Excuse me. You don't get killing people like that in one house, that many people in a house. That's deep. Okay, Batshit. Charlie, what you say? Excuse me, sinus is acting up. Hello from the beginning, Melissa. Yes, from the beginning, from Camille McKinney. You've been there a long time. You and Miss Nitra, y'all been there from the beginning. That's sad to me. It's heartbreaking. It's disturbing. It's heartbreaking. It's disgusting. It's everything vile you can think of, because no matter whatever the reason is that a persons went in, it's like you have that much hatred that you would take down an entire room. You know, usually a person may have a problem with one person in the group, but to just mow down everybody in the house says a lot about whatever the hell was going on with this person. You make Nitra a mod, it would highlight that she puts in and she could add links. Oh, okay. I'll keep that. I will do that, okay. I try not to deal with the moderator because some people had a lot of issues with their with the mods. But she's my girl, Miss Nitra. Shoot, got me looking super happy. Mine are raised left. Well, yes. Be happy they're older. But guess what? You can have them older and still have a problem. You know, I know a lot of people who have older children and they still have issues with their older children who are over the age of 18. They're still, you know, madness that comes along with being a human. You know, wayward children can grow up to be wayward adults and have a lot of drama going on, and they can worry their parents to death with their shenanigans. And I'll tell you, to me, that would be worse. That, to me, would be worse than having an underage child with problems. To have somebody in their 20s and 30s always having something going on, yeah, built up rage. Yeah, that's what I think it was to nature. I think, yeah, he had built up rage. But just to shoot somebody because somebody told you can't go outside, you can't go nowhere. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that's true. That's why I didn't comment when the person put that in the comment section today. I didn't respond because I don't have any proof of what took place in Indianapolis, and you all know I don't sign off on anything unless I get it from the police department. But like I said, it's sad nonetheless, because that just was a lot of people just shoot a lot of people like that in the room. Been there, done that, got the t-shirts, adult kid issues. Yeah, I like I said, it's one thing to have children and have a lot of problems with them, but when they're grown and you're still dealing with it, you still got them coming to you with stuff. They're calling you for all type of madness and shenanigans. That would be horrible, because now you can't live because you have chosen to indulge in whatever's going on with your grown children, and they're bringing you all these problems, and God forbid you are really trying to help and aid them. You can get yourself caught up to where you are damn near miserable. You will be miserable trying to now take care of grown people who should be, you know, self-sufficient and self-reliant. Okay, no sleep. Yeah. Well, I hear all kind of crazy stories from parents with, adult kids that have not found their way. And that's a terrible way to live. But as I state, there was a vigil in Cal City, and it's not going to be back and forth. Oh, Nitra. Nitra, you a mess. Nitra said she gonna get her some air. Y'all get grown. It's over. Okay. But Cal City had the vigil tonight. Thank God. People showed up. I think what I was hoping for the boys, truthfully, as the days and weeks went on, from the first time I heard about the children missing, I was really hoping they would just be more of a town event situation. I understand that Cal City does not have a lot of residents. Hello, lovely. But if they would pass, heartbreaking. It's so sad some parents say they would pass. What you saying, Melissa? Oh, Lord. You'll be back arguing with adults, especially if they're your kids. Oh, yeah. Well, Queen don't indulge in a lot of foolishness. She can't. I can't do it. I just, my stress levels, I can't take a lot of shenanigans and stuff. But what I was hoping for the children was that it would be a bigger event. That's what I was hoping. It would be a bigger event pertaining to the children. I was hoping as the days... Here we go. Oh, they had semi-trucks turned over? Sorry about that. Yeah, I know I'm buffering. I see where you said something about the trucks were turned over. Jesus, I was surprised it was so dark, and yes, I was more of a community. Yeah, that's what I think is bothering me the most about that too. It's just not enough people for me gathering for the kids. That's just something that's bothering me. It was bad enough the children ended up in the situation they ended up to be in foster care and adopted, excuse me. But I just can't understand why there are not enough people out gathering for the children. I don't care which town they came from or derived from or where you think they came from. In the end, it doesn't matter. It just, to me, should have been more people gathering for the kids. To me, it should have been a town event, whether they wanted to do it in or a California city, I mean, wherever the location is. Word gets around in this day and time because we do have social media. So I was just hoping that there would have been a bigger gathering. Okay, you're in Wisconsin. Okay, Amy. Well, that's what's so sad about the situation. As I said, it's just not enough for me. I mean, I just was hoping to see more. Lord, y'all just chatting. Well, Charlie, now see, the chief was there. You must not have watched. The chief was there. Charles C. Norton. The chief was there. The chief spoke. Yes, he did speak. Because he let everybody know he doesn't want anybody else on the property or the backyard. And they will prosecute you if you trespass on the property. And they already know of one YouTuber being on the property in the backyard. And they are going to prosecute that said person for being there. I was driving and trying to watch. Okay, well, that's been a little bit dangerous, trying to drive and watch. Okay. Hello, how you doing, Marshall? Good to see you. As I stated, I just wanted a bigger vigil. That's what I've been wanting from day one, since the kids went missing. I was hoping that it would be just a bigger event with people gathering, and more people coming out. That's something that has bothered me about this, the disappearance of these children. I'm just not seeing enough people gathering. I just have a problem with that. People have gathered outside the house talking and filming, but that is not what I care to see. I want to see some people out talking. You know what I'm saying? Gathering for these kids. Oh, thank you, Byron. Thank you so much, Byron Brown. Thank you. So, was he talking about even taking video of the west backyard from the neighbor's house. Tasha, so what's he talking about? It's a visual, Tasha. She's not going to talk about that kind of stuff. What? I wish I lived closer. I would be there in a heartbeat. No, it was just them praying and talking about, bringing the children home if they're alive to safety. That was basically it. It's always the same folks out there filming and talking. Yeah, and that's what's the problem. Is that, dang, 14,000 people. Yes, I know it's not a lot of people. You said Charlie with a C, Charles C, just so you know. Okay, excuse me. I'm trying to read it without bumping my head into the device. Anyway, this was a vigil. This wasn't a press conference. This wasn't a speech. This wasn't an interview. This was just to have a vigil. This was about the children. That's that. But as I said, I wanted more of I just want to see more people over the weeks. Yeah. And that's what I understand, Queen, is why there are not a lot of people gathering about these kids. That's why I said I had a problem with this, because if we want to go on and on about Bakersfield and that's where they're from or lived or whatever, then why haven't there been any big vigils there? I don't understand, because it seemed like if there was any vigils that took place in Bakersfield, somebody would have been glad to post that to Facebook and YouTube, because we have so many film stars out here filming this and that, period. If you get my drift, you have people who love to, use their camera for stuff. So I just don't understand why there's nobody in Bakersfield, that has been doing any type of vigils. Yes, thank you for joining. I have a feeling that he sold the baby boys. That's Kate Huff. I got wind there might be trouble church parking lot. What you mean? Huh? Behind the scenes, Queen. Okay. Should do it in a school or church parking lot. Okay. Well, somewhere, please. I wish I was closer. I would be going. The only reason I record is for my safety, not YouTube. Okay. Queen, did you hear any updates of the missing mom from Chula Vista? No, I didn't see anything. I didn't get any notifications about the mother, because I just brought you all that story yesterday. I'm a couple of weeks behind on the missing woman out of California. I think the weather was very windy and they had some snow somewhere there, but that should not have been no excuse. Oh, okay. I wasn't trying to be rude. No shade. Just telling you. Yes, the one YouTuber never should have hopped the fence drama for no reason. I hope he gets prosecuted, because all he's been doing is a lot of drama and BS. Okay, Chauncey, I can only imagine. Who are you speaking of? Then I don't know if I really want you to mention her name in my chat. I did some digging. They got another Jackie West. I don't know who she is, but she's related to them, and they have a Wanda and a Jackie West beside the wife. Yes. Well, another YouTuber has gone on to say in her live upload that the Jackie West that she, I guess, has mentioned on her channel is not the West that we think. It is another woman who was born like in the 50s or so, 40s or 50s. So that's not Jackie West. That's the adoptive mother of these children. So there you go. Got 111 in the room, 48 thumbs up. Match them to the people in the room, please. Stop coming here eavesdropping in my playhouse and don't throw those thumbs up. Exactly. You can delete it after I post. His name is No. And the the new YouTuber. Okay. No, thanks. Yeah, I've been seeing his notifications come up on my queue in YouTube. Yeah, I think there's some smoke about that person. And somebody else is like, wow, how did it get to this with this YouTube stuff? But you see, this is the thing about this platform. I say this all the time to you guys. It doesn't really matter. People are just crazy out here. You don't know the YouTubers. You don't know the commenters. You don't know the people you're out here talking to on YouTube. You don't know the people on the live book. You don't know people. You get amazed every day. You learn stuff about folks. Everybody start flipping out about the stuff they're hearing. It's because you don't know them. And that's the problem. And people who get involved in certain things, they're not doing it for the right reasons. And you have this all the time. People saying they want to get involved for all type of reasons. But, It doesn't mean that they're doing it for the right reasons. Oh yeah, Lisby is just in her kitchen. And nothing fancy. I'm not trying to impress anybody. That's just who I am. I let that be known day one when I first got on YouTube. I'm gonna stream from my bedroom, my living room, my balcony. Might even want to go outside in the park and do it. I don't. I'm no fluff. I don't. I didn't come on here for, trying to showboat or anything. Oh, start rolling. Well, that's true, and you see that with lots of people. So you can't never say why people are doing what they're doing, and a lot of people can say that about being on. I'm gonna raise this up a minute. I'm gonna take this charter down for a second because that might be why I'm buffering a little bit, get a little intimate. But people can judge you for all types of things when you are talking live about anything. I don't care if it's your own Facebook page or whatever. It's always gonna be something. Oh, well, I think there's some smoke behind all that person uploading stuff to YouTube. I think there's a bunch of stuff going on with this person. I don't know him, and I'm not even trying to get wrapped up in whatever the hell's going on in that type of arena. Making this buffer again. Oh, you're so funny. Snap. Oh, well, you never know. Trolls are always going to troll. Well, this is true, because that's the whole point I'm trying to make, is that you don't know people, and there's always going to be people who are not genuine in their demeanor, and they're going to be always doing something. Yes, Byron, it's the queen, honey. You always going to have people trolling the articles, Facebook. You know that if you have a Facebook page, you have people, they'll be all on your page talking about something you said, and it's like, well, damn, this is my Facebook page. How are you mad about my Facebook page? I didn't send for you. So what the hell you doing over here? But you have people like that. I don't really care for Facebook, quite frankly. This is not she's not my cup of tea. The people that grimy stuff on that book, and I can't ride the ride with the stuff that people say and talk about on the lie book. I can't do it, because some of the stuff is just like outrageous stuff that you wouldn't tell your deepest friend, dark secret. They just tell everything on there. Thank you, Liz B. Thank you. They take Facebook too serious. Yes, they do. People get on Facebook and they testify like they in the court and they don't have no attorney. And you're like, you just said that on the book? You don't even care about anybody knowing what you just said? Okay, well, okay. Jordan says, I don't mess with Facebook. Notorious Nance. Okay, for the boys. I'm the only connected to my tiny family circle on Facebook. Okay. Well, anybody would like to call in? Marshall, anybody else new would like to call in? Let's get some new people call in to the IG account. Big Sexy 71. Hanging out the dirty laundry. Yeah. They might want to leave it in. Yeah, I don't mess with Facebook too much. I don't get. What'd you say? On to watch video like nails and stuff. Okay, yep, all their business out there. They wonder why they got drama in their life. Well, this is true. Well, I always say those people that have all that stuff going on Facebook, arguing with people back and forth, they're calling each other names and stuff. That's how you live every day. Because it takes a strong-minded person to just jump up there and start calling people's government names out and calling them names and stuff. It's just really crazy. Kimberly says she don't have Facebook. Well, you're not missing much. I mean, it's good for announcements. Somebody's getting wed, somebody's having a wedding, somebody passed away, somebody's sick, or somebody's having a reunion or something. That's good. You want to connect with your relatives and they live in far off places or whatever. But then it's that other side of Facebook that gets real gritty, grimy. Okay, Ravenheart says no Facebook either. Okay. Hi, your channel came recommend to me. I think about these boys every day. Okay, twin, thanks for joining us. Well, this is a baffling story. I know I was watching Chris Thorns. He's somebody I participate with. I know Chris gonna be like, Lord have mercy. Chris had me hollering tonight. His commentary had me screaming tonight. If my walls could talk, I was just like, you go, Chris. He's right. This case has then got outrageous. it's got, Alexis Platt says, don't like Facebook or Twitter. This case has gotten way out of control. To me, it's going way, way left. The case it's gone way left to me. Make them talk, laugh out loud. How, Byron? How you gonna make them talk? Who you talking about? The suspects? Who we think are suspects pertaining to this case? What is his name, Queen? What's his name? Who you talking about? Yes, we don't have a lot of facts and we don't know what rest happened. No, we don't know anything. That's what's the problem. It's crazy that there hasn't been any leads, or at least leads that can let us know. Well, we're not, but Melissa, because she's not going to tell us anything. There has been any discussion about Texas EquiSearch getting involved. No twin thing. That's something I mentioned in the beginning. No, nothing about EquiSearch, because matter of fact, I found out there's an EquiSearch out of Ohio. I just found that out last week. I was doing some reading, and EquiSearch out of Ohio was talking about another case. Oh, the Chris Thorne show. Yeah, that's my buddy. He's from Tennessee as well. He's from the bottom. I'm at the top. He's at the bottom down in Memphis. Of course, my family derives out of Memphis, my mother's side. Chris keeps it real. He gave his 411 in that last upload. I tell you, it's been some crazy stuff. I've watched some of the stuff I see pertaining to this case on YouTube, and I can honestly tell you all, I haven't even been watching regular TV. I've just been watching YouTube videos pertaining to the missing children. That's how bad this has got, to where I'm not even watching regular TV. And I think it's time for me to get back to regular TV, because this is now becoming like the Oxygen and the Lifetime Network. All these uploads and posts, and like I said, everybody do what they want, how they want. But some of the stuff I'm hearing, and it's then got gutter ratchet. I wonder if the authorities have asked for EquiSearch to come. I don't know. They've never mentioned it. It really sucks because I want the boys. I want to take them with me. Yes, this is all YouTube, Orrin and Orson. Yes. Sincere and classic. Some people said, don't call them those names, because those names is attributed to Satan. And I will say that myself. Me too, it's got me seriously stressed. May need a timeout. Well, Miss Norton, my friend Marie has. She took a day or two off from this, because she's already been stressed herself, Miss Cherie, because, she has a missing daughter out of Cal City herself, who's been missing 9 years. So I can only imagine the toll it's taken on her, because she has lived in California City before. And now to have a missing child out of that place and then see these 2 children missing, it bothers her. Okay, sometimes you have to take a break. Yes, you do, because this, to me, it's like dealing with all that stuff we went through a year or so ago, dealing with Camille. To me, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. What are the birth names? I don't know their last name, but the lady named them Classic and Sincere. I don't know what her last name was. 115 in the room, 66 thumbs up. Thanks for joining me. Who was the lady with the missing daughter? I'd like to support her. Go ahead, don't get me started. Baby, you're going to have to go look. I can't remember the name that I mentioned last night. I've been doing so much I can't keep up. I think they know a lot more than they let on. They just don't want to jeopardize the case. Oh, Terry Ann, I know they know. You can watch the Chief's expressions when he was being interviewed by Mr. Wong. It's obvious. He said, what time? What time what, baby? What time, Byron? What's Byron talking about? Y'all be talking about so much stuff I can't hardly keep up. Is this one of y'all calling me? Let me see. Lord, I ain't never seen a person just keep. What do you want? Y'all know how they get started. Hold on. Let me see. They ain't talking about nothing. Any of you would like to call in? Chief is sharing what he feels won't jeopardize the case. No, he's not going to jeopardize it. Anybody want to call into my IG account, Big Sexy 71, and give your opinion about the vigil tonight? Sherry Smith stories on this channel, and please watch and support her as she is seeking justice for her missing daughter. Yes, I did a video 2 weeks ago with Miss Sherry Smith pertaining to her missing daughter out of California City. She's been missing now 9 years, January 7th, and it is suspected that her husband is the suspect in her disappearance. I do not know the location of her said husband, if he is alive or dead, but I let it be known on my channel, sir, we will get justice for the daughter. So if you are alive, we're going to keep your name out there, keep you in the know, wherever you are. Oh, I'm spilling water. I will call when my phone is charged. Oh, Marsha, I'm studying you. Anybody else want to call into the IG account and give your commentary pertaining to the children and the vigil? Nine years. Yes, 9 years she's been missing. January 7th. She went missing January 7th, 2012. Was the last time Sheree Smith heard from her daughter. They talked on the phone about 8:30 p.m. She's never been seen again. 124 in the room. 75 thumbs up. Thanks for joining the Queen. Would you like to please call the Queen and give your commentary pertaining to the vigil? Jordan, my day was pretty good. Pretty lax. Pretty lax. Nothing special went on. JF, Cherie, how old was she? What she say she was 30? Chief was there. Mayor also. Chief said he will not let this case go cold. Well, I hope not, because it's just starting. So we don't want to start talking that cold case stuff. They haven't arrested foster parents yet. No, Erwick X Rodriguez, no. No arrests have been made. I agree with you, Queen, and the family should have been more people for the candlelight prayer. That's where I said I have the problem, is I don't understand why is there not a lot of people gathering for these kids. It's weird to me. I just never, I mean, they're babies. I don't understand why they don't have a lot of people gathering in these towns for these children. Just like a few people. It's been like that from the beginning. It's very weird to me. Family just got home with the extra dog. I'll watch the replay. Glad I found you. What are you talking about, a dog? I'm confused. I don't understand that comment. AV News said the wind has closed roads off. Okay. In my opinion, taking the other children right away speaks volumes. Yes, Twin Thing, it does. And the chief spoke about that to both people who interviewed him recently, and he mentioned that to Mr. Wong, that it is the CPS, it is their decision to remove any other children from the home, and usually they remove the children if there is allegations or, I guess, proof of abuse and neglect. Now, that came out the chief's mouth last week. But he let that be known, it's CPS's decision to do so. Anybody want to call the Queen? $117 in the room, 82 thumbs up. Thanks for joining me. You can reach me on IG at BigSexy71 if you would like to give your commentary pertaining to the vigil, the case. We would like to hear from you. You get Nitra up here that start arguing. Oh, Lord. I don't know. It's something about when I talk and when Nitra come on, it's like, oh, mercy. They don't give a queen a break. Okay, JLM56, thanks for joining us, sweetheart. You be careful this week. I don't understand why it's taking so long for them to arrest somebody. Because they have to have their evidence, sweetheart. They're still analyzing evidence. They still are analyzing evidence. They have evidence to go over. Yeah, we need somebody new to call. Nietzsche probably tired of sitting in the hot seat. Nietzsche said, give me a break. Was there an update in the cupcake case? I swear I saw that in someone's thumbnail, but could be wrong. Melissa, I don't know. I haven't heard anything, baby. Do you really think the dog is named Chalk? Janice A. I'm not discussing anything about a dog in this chat tonight. Good mouth. Hey, big sexy. That must be somebody know that's my nickname. Somebody know that's my nickname from college. Very funny. How you doing? Thanks for joining me. Also, it can take up to 8 weeks to get someone the evidence back. We only like 3 or 4, right? And that's what the chief said. We're just getting started, gathering the evidence. You don't even know. Oh my God, there's no telling how much stuff they took out the house. And we don't know what they got from the other residents, because you got to remember, they did go to the other places to talk to people, to look, to do whatever they do. So who's to say they didn't get something from the old apartment? Carpet fibers, they could have cut up carpet remnants to, what they do. Do they have evidence? Yes, Byron Brown, they do. They do. That's what we're waiting on right now. Big and floppy. Baha. What? What y'all talking about? I like your nickname. Shoot, we're proud. Okay. Y'all be on y'all own conversations in that chat. I have gained so much weight since COVID. I used to be so little, now I'm way bigger. I went from a 4 to a 12. Ooh, my stars. Liz. Yeah, you better stop eating, baby. A 4. You were tiny. Right, Marshall. Full bags, and Melissa, right, quite a big. Oh, she said my nickname is Big and Floppy. Well, don't say that. That's not funny. They ain't going to get no kids back because they had the responsibility to keep them safe. Well, the mind can play tricks on you. Your mind can tell you one thing. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get my babies back. Everything's gonna be all right. I think they know they're not gonna get those kids back. I don't think I ever wore a size 4 in my life. Oh, and Melissa, I know I never wore a size 4. Don't get me to testifying up in here. I don't even know what a 4 looks like. Sorry. Have mercy. Yes, look healthier, I think, but I need to get it together. Well, Lisby, you just take your time. It's hard. It's easy to eat, and then it's harder to get the weight off. The chief said they are looking to arrest someone that went into AP backyard and took pictures. He on YouTube. That's how the chief saw the person. Yes, Denise, I've already discussed that. That no recent pictures of the boys, not even on adoption day. Okay, good Lord. How you know about when they was adopted? What? Where you been snooping around? Talking about the adoption day. Ooh, Lord have mercy. The FBI is involved, Mr. Rodriguez. I don't know if you're a male or female, but the FBI, Kern County, Bakersfield, and Cal City are all the agencies involved in the disappearance of the children. Stacy C., how you doing? Mothers love Jackie, didn't do anything. Then why not roll and try to get your 2 babies back? Marie? I don't. A lot of people don't like talking about her, so everybody has their own feelings about the bio mother, but I'll still say, look at the end result now. So you can think how you want to think, but the end result right now is crazy as hell because we don't know anything. And as I've seen since watching all these different versions on YouTube, everybody's got different versions. Hey, Stacy, everybody's got different folks calling them. You got the butcher, the baker, the weed man. You got the postman calling you, telling you stuff. You don't know what to believe about these children. And that's what I keep telling you all. You can't believe anything pertaining to this case. Hell, all you got is the government name of the adoptive parents. Yeah, the milkman. I'm just keeping it real. I don't know what to believe about this case because every YouTuber's getting something from somebody. Pookie commenting, Ray commenting. Somebody's in their inbox, their Facebook account, their email, telling them all kind of stuff. And you do not know what to believe. That's why I cannot just indulge in all these stories because they have now gotten ridiculous. And it is not to be rude to anybody, but I don't know anything because none of the stuff makes any sense. None of the stuff makes any sense pertaining to the children. You know, I don't understand anything that's going on. It's crazy the chief said from day when the neighbors never seen the kids. Well, that's what certain people may have came forth and said. Then maybe somebody came along and said, oh, I saw some kids, but I don't know which kids were which. And that is the thing I want to explain about that comment as well. That even if somebody said they saw some kids at one point, it doesn't mean they saw those two. Because you're talking about allegedly 6 children. So if I don't know you, I'm not friends with you, I've never met your children, I can say, well, I was going in my car looking out the window and I saw these two getting in a car, out of a car with some children. But I can't say verbatim the 2 that are missing were the 2 I saw getting in and out of the car or however they saw them. So, like I said, everything's a discrepancy now. You know, everything's a discrepancy. That's why I've gotten to the point where it's frustrating talking about the case because every day there's something that changes pertaining to the case. One minute it's what we're talking about now. Nobody saw them. Now I see them. But I don't know if it's the ones that's missing. Then it went from 2 adopted, 2 adopted, 4. No. 2 biological, 4 adopted. Now it's back to 2 adopted, 2 foster, 2 biological. Who's on first? Who's on third? I'm done with it. Joelle, how you doing? I'm done with it. I keep telling people, you are never going to figure this story out because it's madness, it's mayhem, and whenever you have foolishness and buffoonery, you will never get to the truth because it's already had bad folks involved in the first place. Everyone knows something is off, period. We all know an arrest is coming. It's just a waiting game that's awful. We all know those parents did some ish. They just have to process all the evidence. Yes, Jordan, I agree. Right. Well, whoever that is repeating that at the bottom, it don't even matter what you're saying. 2 bio, 2 foster, 2 adopted, 6 kids. That don't mean anything. Marie, that don't mean nothing. Y'all know I'm not getting ready to argue nothing about those kids. I've made that clear. I don't believe nothing pertaining to the children. Thank you, Denise. I don't believe nothing pertaining to the children. I don't believe nothing. Because it keeps changing. How can you change? You either adopted or you're not. You're either a foster kid or you're not. You can't be both. So I'm done with all that craziness. Thank you. Yama Sushi Roll until we see it in writing. That's how I feel. Welcome everybody. I got 131 in the room. 91 thumbs up. Thank you. Yes, because that's what's going on. We done went from arguing about who put up the board on the window, how many kids it is. Did you see a girl? Did you see a cat? Did you see a dog? What the dog looked like? What the dog's name is? See all that? I can't do that. I can't argue about none of that stuff. That stuff is buffoonery to me. Because as Duty Ron says, everybody's losing sight of the case by arguing and bickering about all this extra fluff stuff pertaining to the kids. It's gotten out of control. Y'all worrying about a dog's name and a cat's name, and did they have a giraffe in the backyard? Was Pookie spending the night on Thursdays? That's where this case is going. It's going all the way far left. It's just out of control. It's just out of control. Yes, why am I just finding your channel? Yes, I've been here. Yama Sushi Roll. Pookie, yes, Pookie been in there. That's what you're going to hear next. Pookie Ray been playing in the house and playing checkers on the back porch and chewing chalk. And I'm tired of it. It's making my head hurt. Definitely need that count. Their erections, bed, clothing, Christmas presents, how many stockings were hung. Well, good luck with that. If you can find out how many stockings was hung, you need to get the reward money. I mean, seriously. She tried to get her kids back, but the caseworker didn't care for her. She completed her classes. When you dealing with CPS, they can make it hard for you. They were told false shit about the damn windows. What makes you think? Say what? Other shit up so they have stuff to post a video. I don't know. That's why I said I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm not claiming nothing on this channel because I don't understand nothing that's going on. I'm just saying every day something changes pertaining to these children. Every day it's something. So I will not indulge in no more stories about adoption, where these parents live, where they've been staying, who took a bath, the name of a dog, the name of a cat. I don't even care. I just don't care. I can't indulge in it. Because it's not going anywhere. Yes, it'd be nice if CPS could say something. Who was those people walking with all that black on with that dog? Allegedly, that's the adoptive father and his father, from my understanding. Do not quote me. The only thing that changing is apparently the adoptive parents' underwear. I don't know if they changed them. I don't know if you can change your underwear. You don't have nowhere to sleep and you ain't got nowhere to take a bath. Let y'all tell it in the YouTube streets. I didn't mean I was trying to figure those things out. I mean, all of those who would come in and play with number kids are figured out. Honey, you might need to call the chief, baby. Queen can't tell you nothing about what's going on. I'm trying to tell you. I live in East Tennessee. I can point you in the direction of California. That's all the Queen can do. I can't do nothing else. I'm serious. Exactly. I said that's the only thing that's changing. Stop, Queen. I'm going to pee. Well, you better go. You better go to the restroom. Hey, girl. Hey, stay woke out there. Hey, Raquel. Ain't that the truth? Yes, I tell y'all to stay woke because this case is sickening. I've never seen a case. This case just goes on and on. It's got feet, hands, tentacles, all kind of foolishness. Go potty. Yes, please. Railroad tracks. Huh? Hot mess. Yes, indeed. Hello, Terry. Swords. Please don't go there. It's so freaking crazy. It is crazy because you don't know anything. You don't know what to think about anything. And the people are, I'm waiting for Jason to come out. I swear. It's sickening to me. If the dog didn't leave the house, then the babies were never on the porch. Honey, you don't even know that a dog was there. I'm not about to start talking about a dog being there. I'm just not hearing about a dog not even a day or two ago. I've never heard about a dog. Hey, Joelle. Joelle says too many flips and turns. Well, Liz, I just wish he had let boys with 666 instead of who got what car, who sleeping where, and whatever else. Yeah, you don't know anything about these people. That's why I kept telling you all, don't you find it interesting that even in the beginning when the children were allegedly missing, you never heard anybody come forward and say anything on behalf of these two villains. So you have nobody speaking up, positive or negative, as far as a friend, a neighbor, a good girlfriend, a homeboy, nothing. Now all of a sudden, it's disputes about the stupidest stuff pertaining to this house, where they're staying, eyelashes on a van, just nonsense. Stuff that is stupid. It's just damn ignorant to me. What's in Grandpa's shed? Ice cream? I don't know. I don't know what's in Grandpa's shed. What you should be asking yourself is who built Grandpa's shed? It wasn't a nice carpenter. The father looking like Blade with that black trench coat. Y'all play nice in the chat. Oh, Lord, Jordan, you are horrible. That is the only thing that's been confirmed. He walks around with a big stick. That's the truth. I said, where they going? All that wood. Ooh, Satan, I can't. I was looking at them sticks, and I just was like, and look how they were dressed up. I said, I know it wasn't that cold in California. Y'all walking around like y'all in the Taliban It couldn't have been but 50 degrees. I know damn well they were burning up in all them clothes. Y'all shut up. I'm through with it now. I heard chickens and roosters crowing in the shit. I'm getting ready to end this live. What's your name? Raquel? Please stop. Hollywood calling them. Oh, God, y'all. She said I'm wheezing. He said I'm wheezing. Ooh, Nene Fritz. It's not that you want to joke because this is a serious situation pertaining to these kids. But I am a commentary channel. I shoot straight from the hip. This is nonsense to me. This is nonsense to me. Those were machetes. Yeah, well, I ain't got nothing to say. That's why Grandma gone in the coop in the AM first thing to get them eggs, maybe. Oh, God, y'all stop. That house look like the junkyard from Sanford and Son. To voice your opinion on the case. Yes, please. Ooh, I got a headache. Y'all done gave me a headache. Looking like action heroes. Oh, hot air balloon on the top of the... Sometimes you got to laugh to keep from crying. Angie Wi-Fi, I think they sold those babies. Well, they did something to the children, that's for sure. That is also confirmed. The house is nasty as you... Oh, wow. Oh, Jesus. I don't think that was Trezelle, to be honest. Okay. Well, hello, Relentless. How you doing, baby? Sherry Manning, how you doing? I don't know who them two jokers were, but I tell you what, I know they couldn't see with them shades on. I don't know where the hell they was going. I said they didn't dress up just to walk around the block. Okay. Woo. Wow. Look, they done dressed up all the way up. All the way up. They were dressed up to here to go nowhere. To walk around the block with some sticks and a dog. I said, Lord have mercy. Just stop following these fools, because you going to get dizzy trying to fool with these. These some crazy people. I'm sorry, but that was, I don't know, that creeped me out. That whole video just creeped me out. You really do have to laugh to stop you from crying. This is true with the trench coat. Yeah, it's crazy. All dressed up, they knew they were going to be filmed. Angie Wi-Fi, I'm so glad you said that. That's exactly what I was thinking today. You done went and put on all them damn clothes because you knew they were out there filming and watching. So you decided, come on, Daddy, let's give them something to talk about. Come on, boy, let's put our gear on. So y'all done went in there and went all up in that dead closet and pulled out some clothes way back in the back of that closet from 1980 and done dressed up looking retarded. It's sad to me. It's very sad. They need to start searching the water, okay? Eyelashes on the van now. Yes, thinking the Nino Brown. No, you ain't went back to, oh, okay. Not Nino Brown. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, Jesus wept. Oh, my God. Well, where was Wesley at? Because he was missing from the equation. I didn't see Wesley Snipes nowhere on that road. Not road, but road. I'm glad everyone agrees their actions aren't normal. And that's the point, is that there's something wrong with these jokers. Be nice, God's child, that was two. Okay, Marshall, stop. Why they be parking them cars in front of the house like that? Trezelle do that too, okay? Why are y'all making jokes about the situation that's going on with me, baby? Going on with the baby, Sabrina Wiggins. Well, Miss Wiggins. Right. Thank you all for watching and tuning in. Raquel, we're not even participating, baby. We're not even participating. I'm rolling with the flow. Rolling with the flow. You don't have to explain anything in the chat. Just like someone told me, Miss Tina Terry, wherever you are, thank you for the kind words on my channel. And that's all that matters. I know the queen That's all that matters. Anything else is obsolete, it's null, and it's void. The chat keeps on moving. We definitely care about the baby, so don't get offended with the commentary. Nitra, we're not explaining nothing in this chat. We're not explaining nothing in this chat. It's been a long while. I needed to find you tonight. I cried earlier watching the Vigil, and I swear I needed this group tonight. Thank you. Well, that's the whole point. It's that if you watch any of my commentary, you go back into any of my videos, you'll see who I am and what I'm about. Some days I'm boisterous. Some days I'm quiet. Some days I'm professional. Some days I cut up. But the message is the same nonetheless. I don't have to explain anything pertaining to the children. That's just that. I don't have to explain anything. Because anybody who knows me know what I'm about. So I don't have to explain anything. And I'm not going to from here on out. I don't owe anybody an explanation about what I'm discussing in my life. Because if you follow the Queen, you already know who I am and what I stand for. It's a baffling situation. That I will say. It is probably the craziest shenanigans I've ever seen in my life. Well, we be discussing the discussion group in about 10 minutes. Be ready. It doesn't matter. So long as they spell everyday shenanigans correctly when you put it in that group, make sure you spell my name right. Ask AB and the retired policeman from New York. I like the way you run your channel solid. Yes, I mean, this is a commentary channel. I'm just shooting straight from the hip. I give you a source. I read you the commentary, then I give you my opinion. I don't have cartoons and people dancing across the screen. I don't have all that to do that because that's not why I joined YouTube. I was just sit in a chair and talk to you about a storyline. How you take the information is up to you. How you perceive it is up to you. It is your opinion to see the information how you want it. I don't owe you anything. Okay, 76, you know it wasn't that cold out there. We know California weather. Thank you, Sherry, thank you. And you don't like it, there are many other channels. Well, like they say, that's why it's crazy when a person says they get on here and they see that people are not receptive to their information and they say, oh, it's free speech. Well, if you feel like that, the people are not in agreement to what you're saying here or wherever, then you should remove yourself. It's not even that hard to do. It's not that serious. I can't wait until go live and talk my ish. Oh, Yvonne, okay. Javon, I've been watching since Baby Cupcake. I'm from Birmingham. Thank you so much. They are making t-shirts and masks with the baby photos on it. That's a great idea. We should all be on the lookout. See something, say something. Yes, I heard about that. Please be respectful to the Queen. Thank you. But nonetheless, we know that this is a tragic situation. Who doesn't know that? Who doesn't know that this is a tragic situation? Who doesn't know that they smell a rat? That there's something foul and amiss with the adoptive parents? We already know this. We already know this. We already know this. There's something amiss with these two. We already know this. Hello, Canada. How you doing? So that don't have to be explained. Thank you so much. Thank you, Angie Wi-Fi. Been watching since day one. Thank you, Jessica Lynn. Yeah, it's obvious. I mean, the behavior, everything, and you can't help but sit and judge, because if you see something that doesn't look normal or right, you're going to talk about it. Even if you're wrong about the assumptions that you're making, it's still your opinion. And you can't tell people not to have an opinion about what they're seeing visually. That's just common sense. You don't want to be seen saying or doing anything, then probably you should not be seen or saying anything. That saying needs to be on t-shirt for all the missing murder. See something, say something. Yeah, that should be. Yeah, that should be on t-shirts. New to your page. Much love from Detroit. Thank you, Detroit. Thank you so much. I've got 143, 144 in the room, 110 thumbs up. No super chats in here. We don't want to give the money to YouTube. They make enough money. But if you want to donate to the Queen, feel free to donate to Cash App, $ Big Angie 129. Thank you. And if you forget, it's in the description of all my videos. Well, most of them anyway. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you from Georgia. Oh, come get me, Cricket Moon. Oh, where are you in Georgia? Yes, positive vibes only. Hey, Just Bless, how you doing? Thanks for joining me. Well, am I going to get a caller tonight before I jump off of here? You know, I'm trying to keep my lives under 2 hours. So if you want to call in and give your opinion about the vigil and what you thought of what the chief said about trespassers being prosecuted, come on, join the queen tonight. Hello, how you doing? Oh, North ATL. Okay, well, welcome, welcome, welcome. That's where I'm trying to be, honey, in Georgia. I'd love to be a Georgia peach. Oh, I'd really probably have something to talk about every day if I move to Atlanta. It's all allegedly until we watch it play out in court. So until then, we talk about the wooden sticks, dogs, and stuff. Oh Lord, Liz B, you a mess. Stone Mountain, Georgia here. How you doing, Tang Legs? Welcome. I've got some good family friends down in Georgia. She don't want me to move down there. She's like, no, don't come here, please. I don't want anything to happen to you. And I was like, Lord have mercy. I mean, I understand they may have crime, but you're making it seem like it's Iraq. I mean, if I could live in Chicago, I can live anywhere in the world. Tang Legs. Ooh, honey, I'm ready. You just don't know. Oh, New Orleans. Thank you. Thank you. Never been. Would love to go to New Orleans. Thank you so much for everybody. There's plenty to chat about around here. Oh, I'm sure that's what I'm saying. I'd have a story every day if I lived in Georgia. I know I could talk about something every day. Vigil is on AV News Crew. Okay. Yes, if you want to find the Vigil, it's been uploaded to YouTube by the AV News Crew. Check mosey on over to his channel and get the said information. Come to North Carolina. I'm on the beach. Oh, Angie Wi-Fi. That's where the family friend wants me to move to Charlotte. She says, I think you do better in Charlotte. You want to go in the entertainment business or whatever, go to Charlotte. Go to Charlotte. Don't move to Atlanta. No. I don't want you coming down here. I don't want nothing happening to you. I thought, oh my gosh. Is it that serious? I don't know. Oh, I'll show you around. Oh, okay. No, don't try to give me no trouble now. I'm not trying to be a YouTube story. Okay. Yeah, that's not far from me. It's what you say? It's a beautiful place. Okay, make sure to update when you hear about the Chula Vista woman. I mean, I know the husband did it, but I'll shut my mouth. No, Jordan, I think there's a suspect with that. The fact that her car was still at the house. The fact that we know that most women will at least take a phone or keys with them when they leave their home. So it's suspect to me. Even if she took a walk, let's say they're in walking distance to a trail or hiking, she still would take her keys with her. She had children. You want me to think that the woman just abandoned all 3 of her children with her husband to be what? In the street? Another man? What? You know the stats. No trouble. No sticks, no nothing. Just good vibes and history. Yes. And phone. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Most people take their phone with them. Even if somebody comes by your house and say, hey, ride with me somewhere. Yeah, those are the things that most women grab. They grab a purse. And if the woman is not the type to carry a purse, she's going to grab her keys and her cell phone. We just live in a world where people just rarely go without carrying their cell phone. Just rarely. 135 in the room, 113 thumbs up. Excuse me. Thanks for joining. Did you see the bins in the backyard? Yes, Cricket Moon, I did. I saw a lot in the backyard. I think I saw Hoffa's foot in the backyard. Don't get me started. It's snowing in Chicago. It started about 6 p.m. It will possibly end on Wednesday, just letting you know. Thank you, Joelle. My sister's supposed to be calling me back. She hasn't called back. My brother and his wife, they have yet to call back since Saturday. I don't know what's going on up there. They're not even returning my phone calls. I don't know what's wrong with them kids. I think that was intentional. What was intentional, Heathers? Say what? It's a shame all these babies going missing. Kim, Rich Bow, thank you. Yes, it is a shame. That's why we have to keep their name out here so people will know to stay on the lookout for these missing children, missing persons in general. You know, they get lost in the shuffle if nobody keeps their name out there. Thank you, everybody, for joining the chat. 132 in the room. Thank you for joining the queen. Maybe we need Geraldo Rivera.
I'm gonna hush. Y'all are a mess. I don't know if Geraldo want to fool with this one, because this is a crazy story here. I am so enjoying all of you, all your comments. You all are so funny. Oh, let's try to read all of them. These kids are so heavy on our heart. Yes, Cricket Moon, this is true. Okay. Geraldo looking rough these days. Geraldo is old, baby. You be looking rough too. You get past a certain age. You know, everybody don't age the same. So Geraldo said, hell, I'm tired. I'm done. Leave me alone. When the truth comes out, it will be so outrageous we won't believe it's true. Yes, Torres, I think that's true. I don't know how deep this is going to go, this story, how bad it's going to be. But it's going to be bad either way, whether it's a matter of the children being sold into sex trafficking, sold to a whatever, pedophile, so-called nice family. You don't know. And you know you're not supposed to be selling children. So it's really not going to matter, because you know it's illegal to do that. The rabbit hole goes deeper daily. It's gotten out of control is what's going on. They're all I think about. Is there any possibility that the birth fam has relocated these babies? Cricket Moon, that's a very good question. Somebody had mentioned that. I don't know if it was yesterday or the other day I was watching something on TV. Yes, I heard about that, Marie, about the 33 missing kids in L.A., and I'm glad they were found. Amen to that. You know, that was something that was mentioned. That could it be that the children are with the biological mother somewhere? Somebody commented on my page that the fathers got the children. Well, I wanted to say to this person, but I've decided I'm not going to, indulge in any foolish conversation with anybody from here on out. I'm not going to do it. But to say that the children are with the biological fathers, one would have to say Ryan Dean or them had knowledge that the children were with the adoptive parents and the address. Two, both of the children do not have the same father, allegedly. So that means two separate fathers had to sign on kidnapping their children each. You understand what I'm saying? What? There's no way I believe that. Because it's too rare of a coincidence that two separate fathers decided, hey, I want my kids. And they're going to get together to go kidnap the children from this residence. That's preposterous to me. One perhaps, but not both. To catch up on the story and other topics, subscribe to the Queen. Yes, thank you. The neighbor surveillance shows no kids left that yard. Well, ain't nothing left the yard. Because you can't have something leave that was never there. I think we all know that. The children were never there. If they were there, it was brief. No, Angie, I don't think they're alive. No, I do not. I think the children have passed away. I did think adoptive parents hid those babies. Oh, Marie, did you? You never said that before. Okay, so Marie thinks that the children have been hid by the parents. Or are you saying you thought that at once, you don't think that now? 137 in the room. Thanks for joining me. God, that would be messed up. I don't know. Okay. That makes no sense. Melissa. Call me Melissa. Because I've been wanting to talk to you anyway, Queen. Melissa, you have IG? Unfortunately, either passed or traffic. Yes, I agree. It's one of the two. And that's what I tried to explain to you all in my live the other day without being graphic, that 9 times out of 10, if it's human trafficking, what are you going to do with a 3 and 4-year-old so long? You understand what I'm saying? I can't see that going on winded. I can't see the children staying alive, being human trafficked, because we already know what goes on with human trafficking. So use your imagination. We don't have to go any further in that discussion. There's no way I would see those kids living long after that. Call me, Melissa. Call me on IG. Big Sexy 71. Let me hear your voice, because I have not heard your voice since I've been on YouTube. And you have been an avid commenter since I've been on here. Yes. Call me, Melissa. Do you have IG? Call the Queen. Let me hear what you're talking about, baby. I've been thinking about Jacqueline all day, wondering if she did something bad to the kids, sold them, gave them to someone just because they too rambunctious. Instagram, yes, I'm on Instagram, Big Sexy 71. What about the black market? Is there a difference with trafficking? Marie, I don't know. I'm assuming it's all the same. I don't know. Those babies deserve so much better. Yes, they do. But 3 and 4 years old for trafficking, people are sick. Breaks my heart. Well, Jessica, that's what I'm trying to explain to people. When you think about people kidnapping children for facetious reasons, 9 times out of 10, they kill the kids. That's why they tell you there's a 3-hour window. You need 3 hours to get them away from the scene, away to whatever you're going to do to them, and then you go out to dump them. I'm sorry to put it that way. And that's just what they do. So I compare human trafficking of a toddler to be the same, because what are you going to do to use a toddler? It's not like an older girl or boy. Do you see where I'm going? Because I'm trying not to be graphic in my commentary. There's no way, if they're going to be doing what we think, you're going to keep that 3 and 4 year old around. Just as I said, use your imagination. I don't see that working. I am new to your life. In most cases, that don't kidnap 2 children too much, one at a time, suspicious. Yes, it's very suspicious. I heard that the adoptive mom has people here in Georgia. Cricket Moon, I have no idea. That's why I said, I don't know where everybody gets their information from, but I don't put stock into anything because you don't know what is truth or not. Shook her head, no, it's weird as you know what. Yeah, all of it's weird. Kids wouldn't make long-term money like that. You are right. No, because as I state, I don't want to get descriptive about what would be going on with a child and adult. As I said, you can use your imagination. I can't see that going on for a long period of time. I don't see how that would work. I just don't. Not saying it has not been done, but I'm just saying as far as somebody kidnapping a child for sexual purposes and then keeping them to raise, or however you want to word it, I'm sure it has happened, but I just don't feel that's the case in this situation. I could be wrong. We will not know until the chief of police brings us some type of information pertaining to what they've gathered as far as evidence. And that's really what we're waiting on, because I think we'll feel a whole lot better when the chief decides to speak and say, hey, this is what we got. These are our suspects. And then we go from there. Yeah, it's very sick. Just the whole human trafficking is sick. You're talking about trafficking babies and children. What, a 10-year-old girl and a grown person? I mean, come on. Just foolishness. Do you think the adoptive parents mad? About what, Barbara? What would they be mad about? What would they be mad about, baby? Cupcakes case broke my heart. Do you think... Barbara, tell me what you mean by that comment. Oh, Andrew Wi-Fi hopes they're with a family, but it's doubtful. When does he speak to Chief Jessica? Honey, whenever he decides to talk. I mean, he don't have a deadline to speak. I guess, like they said, you have to wait on the evidence. So I'm assuming he will let us know something once the FBI, whomever wants to reveal what they found in the Cow City house. Oh, Coyote, yes. Yes, it would be nice to know if they ever made it to the house. This is true. They found JD bottles, sawdust, nail screws in the trash. I'm dying. Hold on, let me get that comment back up there. I'm dying to take my metal detector to the GP's backyard. No, Heather, you don't want to be in that backyard. But they got enough traffic going on over there. They got enough. They got enough going on. This case is outrageous. And what about the big fire they had at the other house? Well, Angie Wi-Fi, I don't know about that. I do know that was alleged from a woman to a certain YouTuber. But I like to tread lightly in talking about that, because I had a problem with that information, because I felt like that lady should have gone to the FBI or police with that said information. I would not have repeated it to a YouTuber. And that's how I feel about that. Because in the end, she has to be the one to live across the street from Trezell
or whomever she is, if indeed all this is true, and her life can be put in jeopardy now that she has given that information to somebody else. Because in the end, as I've always said to you all, when you talk to other people and they repeat allegedly what you said, whether they put your government name on it or not, anybody involved can put two and two together who the source is. And that's what a lot of you don't seem to understand about going on the ground and asking questions about this story or any story. It don't have to be this story, it could be any story. Those people who talk still have to live in that neighborhood or around the suspects, potential suspects. It can go down and it can get real ugly if somebody decides they want to do bodily harm to you. And I don't think a lot of you realize that. You know, as they say, you're sitting back in an armchair, ear hustling, assuming stuff, but you don't really know what the hell's going on with these people. And you don't know what somebody is capable of. And you don't know that the day that you're sitting comfortable in your home across the country, somebody over here is about to get banged up in their head because they've been giving information to YouTube. Content creators, just keeping it 100. And there's nothing you or I can do while somebody out here is running for their damn life because they've been bringing a story to YouTube or going live, or they were sitting in the comfort of their house. Somebody decided to pay them a little visit. I'm just keeping it real. Lori said Chad thought they could burn a body and found out that doesn't work so well. Well, that you could if you got the time and you dump the body somewhere else besides your house, your backyard. You don't burn or kill somebody and bury them in your yard. Everybody knows that. Only a fool does that. Because if you're ever implicated in a crime, they're coming to your house. They're bringing the cadaver dogs to your house. So why would you do it at your house? But see, when you're a fool and you're a narcissist and you're a sociopath, you think you can get away with something. You figure, well, they don't know me. They're not going to know me. I'll go ahead and bury the kids in my yard and they'll never find the kids. But you forgot one thing. You're dealing with the person who is the mother of the children. So once they put you two together, why would they not eventually come to that said house? Those kids could have been found a long time ago. But it is what it is. Yes, he is a fool. Them folks on drugs. Yeah, pretty K, I won't doubt that. I won't doubt that. Now, although there's been a mix-up with a criminal record and her having the same name as another woman, but my thing is still just some pictures I saw of her a year before, on December 1st of 2019 on the brother's Facebook page. She was a very petite person. So now she's a little bit bigger, and I don't know. And it's not like she's had a baby that we know of, where you can say she gained weight. I don't know. It's just some very weird, strange stuff going on with these people. I feel awful for the bio mom, okay? Yep, I caught that. We just want the precious babies. Yes, if you can, if they're alive. You know, it'd be nice to know that they're alive. Somebody be kind enough to return the children. But then we have to ask ourselves, where would they be returned to? I've often asked people that. When you hear these horrible stories of children being missing, and then their situation is grave that they came from, what would the children be returning to? So you always have to think about that as well. Jackie is a bit too, how on God's earth are they foster parents? I don't know. They burned evidence. Denise, I don't know. There's some, he said, she said, pertaining to some seats back in a van of the van that's parked in front of the house, of the grandparents' house. Someone said they saw seats that were burned up. I do not know if that is true or not. As I state, this case is just a lot of he said, she said. There's a $100,000 reward. I would think they have returned. Well, Torrent, that's a point that's been made by some people. You have a reward that high, so why not return them? But like I said, how you going to return them if you're involved in this mischievousness of getting them gone? Let's say you took the kids, you bought the kids, you bartered for the kids. How are you going to return them and get the reward money? You might be able to drop them off somewhere, but you wouldn't be able to claim the money. It is a lot of he said, she said. Oh, it's too much. You'd like to know who the social worker was? That's a good question. And that's a wonderful question. Will CPS ever talk? Because I mentioned that in my live last night, I think. Will CPS ever step up and say, This is the timeline pertaining to Jacqueline and Trezell West. These are all the children that were in their custody. Well, at least they, give a number, because by law you can't give their name. But just say, in the short time that they kept the kids, they started on this date, they ended on this date, they had this many kids, they had this many foster kids, this many were returned to us, this many were adopted, this many was in their custody at the time of them filing a report that the children were missing. I just think that should be said now and be done with. Investigating a case such as this is going to take time and effort with the law enforcement. Probably not, but we see some, well, they could have raked them up because no one knows how long they've been gone. I mean, that's what's baffling about this case, is we know nothing pertaining to these children. I've heard a few people in comments on different YouTubers' channels say, it's a hoax, it's fake. Well, they may be saying it out of being snide. Then hell, they might be saying it out of being serious, because this is a very odd case of no one pinpointing when they last saw the children. Now, the chief has admitted that he has talked to the grandmother, which I'm assuming is Jacqueline's mother, or I don't know which one. But one of them has given information, two perhaps, when they last saw the children, but he's not revealing what they said, what date. He's also talked to some other people about a timeline and date. He's not revealing. So he don't want to tank the case by giving you all what they said. And then, there's a reason for that. Thanks to everybody for joining me. I got 149 in strong. 129. 125 thumbs up. Thank you. Does anyone know a family at the Vigil? And Miss Angel, I can't say. It was dark. I can't say who all attended. They used them kids just for the money. Oh yeah, I believe that. But then somebody made a comment earlier and said, well, why would they kill them? They said money, well, I keep telling people, if you get upset enough, you get tired enough, or you want to do something facetious with the children for more money, there's your reason. And we don't have any information, so we can't really say where the children are, how long they were with them, if they just killed them because they got mad, or rambunctious, something jumped off. Oh, let's kill them both. Or did they sell them both? We don't know anything. Okay. I know having people, babies, humans chip, but damn, maybe people should start doing that to their kids. Well, that's an interesting concept. Could you please explain again the criteria involved with fostering adoption? I don't know. I'm assuming you have to have income and not have a background record. I would hope. I would hope. Naturally, they're not going to give you kids, if you've got some serious felonious, charges. Very unlikely they're from Bakersfield, and 58 from Bakersfield, California said he was closed today. We had snow. The bio mom said she couldn't go do the roads closed. And apparently John Walker said none of from Bakersfield was welcome because of the guy in the backyard. Huh? Where are you getting that from, Sushi Roll? Nobody from Bakersfield were welcome. Now, I ain't heard nothing like that. I don't know where you getting that from. Maybe you should call in to my hotline and give me the 411. Natasha Walter, you started following me. Why don't one of you all call in instead of doing all this chitter chattering? 154 in a row. Well, would somebody like to call in the IG before I check out of here to give the 411 pertaining to this storyline? How much snow closed the highway, she says. Oh, the Facebook page, the mom said it. Okay, Sushi Roll, thank you. Where can I send you a link? You can send it to my channel. Or you can send it to my IG account. I'm on Instagram, BigSexy71. If one of you would like to call in, 2 or so before I check out of here, because I want to keep my lives down in the time limit, you are free to call in to my IG account to give your commentary pertaining to the vigil tonight and what the chief said about anybody being on the property being prosecuted. So if you like to have your voice heard, please call in. Okay, Sushi Roll is going to call. So hurry up, baby. I got a date with my sofa.
I need to find me something entertaining to watch because I'm watching too much of this stuff about these kids. It's starting to wear me down. It's 1:12 a.m. in the high 10. 152. It'd be nice to have a couple thousand watching, but you got to start somewhere, so it's all good. But thanks for joining me. I really appreciate the people who joined in today in this early witching hour. Oh, it's got to be something better going on. I just pray that something comes about like soon. You came up on my YouTube recommend for the first time tonight. I'm glad I joined. Thank you, Heather Storin. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Angie Wi-Fi, Yama Sushi Roll. Y'all know y'all have some interesting usernames. Thank you. Thank you, Nietzsche. Watch Outside the Wire on Netflix. It's pretty good. Okay, Ravenheart. Okay, because I haven't been on Netflix. I haven't been on Netflix in a while. I don't stay on Netflix like I should. I've been doing the YouTube movies lately. I've had some good ones I've watched. The Vigil was open to the public, so they could not keep the AP family away. The road was closed. Diane King says that. Yeah, that don't sound right. I have no idea how to do that call thing. No, what you do is you send me a message, and then I go in and open it up, and then I can call you. You just send me the message through IG, because there's a little camera at the top of the screen. And then the X that you see on the screen, once you're talking to the person, you hit that when you're ready to hang up your conversation. But just send me a message, and then I open it up, and then I can call you. 71, Big Sexy 71 on IG. Keep that in you all's database. I think I hear rain outside. Oh my gosh. It's been raining all day. Hello, Deanna. How are you, baby? Let me see. Together, break change. You made a comment. Hold on. When I watched AB's video, the West guys kept going out walking. It was almost like they were mocking the crowd and sucking up their attention when they sat in the chair in front of the house. Oh, yeah, together. That's exactly what they were doing. I said that, too. That's what we were joking about earlier in the chat. It's all that gear, like dressing for the Taliban, like you're getting ready to go to war. And then you go sit down in front of the house. Just craziness. Craziness. Hold on. Trying to bring it up. Now, I thought, Nicole, you was going to go live here. Jump on. Hold on, you guys. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. I can't get this thing to go right. What is the deal? Screen. I don't know why. Instagram's locking up for some reason. This is crazy. I can't even see the... Okay, I just sent you a message back. She don't want to talk. She's talking about can't go live, laying with the little, but I will next time. Jesus, I don't know. Anybody else want to call in? Because I don't know what's going on. Y'all always want to send me stuff. Nobody wants to talk. I have a very good video on my channel, but child trafficking YouTube snatched it down. I was hurt. Wow, why? Why is that? Waiting for evidence of arrest. The APs can't go anywhere. They are personally interested. Well, they can go somewhere. That's what I was watching on Chris' channel. Chris Thorne's channel. He said he was shocked that the police, the chief told him, didn't tell him that they had to stay. So the chief, I guess, let them know they can roam as they see fit. But like Chris said, hell, who would want to do that when you know if they got free range to roam, they don't have to come back and comply or talk to the police. My channel's about trafficking. They always snatching things down on me. Wow, interesting. I love hot tamales, left out loud. Yeah, y'all know I like my hot tamales. I also think they're waiting for the evidence. I will at another time. If I get up, my baby won't fall asleep. Like, can't you go in another room, Yama Sushi? Cricket Moon. IG is Instagram. It's just like Facebook. It's not any different. It's all the same. Marshall, you want to call in? We got to have the same people call in all the time. Can't have Marshall and Nietzsche the only ones calling in. Hold on, I got somebody calling in. Marshall's calling. Hold on a second.
Hello.
Hold on 1 second. Let it ring off of here. Turn that volume down. You ready?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, first of all, good evening.
This is Marshall. This is Marshall calling from Maryland. Excuse me. Excuse me. Woo! Sinuses, honey. Lordy.
Yeah.
Who's this phone? This keeps ringing.
Well, you got a new one calling in?
I don't know why it keeps ringing. It's crazy. All right, I got somebody on. You all, if you're ringing, you can stop ringing because I've got Marshall on the line. I don't know why it keeps buzzing. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
This phone, this is crazy. I mean, it just keeps ringing. Hold on, let me see. I don't think nobody else is calling in. Hold on. I don't know. It just keeps buzzing for some reason on this other line. Go ahead. Say what you got to say. I guess they can hear you. Let me know. Oh, California Girl says hello, Marshall, so she can hear you. I don't know why it's still buzzing on the other line. The one that I'm streaming from is weird. Go ahead.
Okay. As I said before, good evening, family, and good evening, Queen.
Thank you, baby.
Now, there was someone in the chat that said that they hate how the law works.
Okay.
I don't know who it was that said it.
Okay.
But doing an investigation such as this one, it's going to take time and it's going to take effort on all who are involved as far as the police agents, the law enforcement agencies. Okay? First of all, investigation 101. You have to ensure confidentiality. You got to create a plan for the investigation. You have to develop interview questions, and then you conduct interviews. Once you gather evidence, you have to analyze the evidence, determine what happened. Once you have collected information, you have to find out, does the evidence support the allegations? From there, some cases can take 2 weeks up to 3 to 4 years, depending on the evidence and information that you have gathered in order to make that arrest. Now, once all of the I's are dotted, once the T's are crossed, then it goes to either the district attorney's office or either to the grand jury. Once the grand jury deems that they have enough evidence to make an arrest, then they will send it back to the district attorney. The district attorney would then tell Chief Walker or the FBI or whomever to go and start making the arrest on these people. Okay. So that's how investigative work starts and ends. So it's going to take them, because it's been a month, it's still going to take some time for this before this investigation is over with.
So what do you think about what he said during the vigil about the person that they saw in the yard? They're going to arrest them, and anybody else that trespasses, they're going to arrest them. How do you feel about what he said?
He's right, because that's trespassing on private property for one, and then it's messing with with maybe more evidence that may be in that yard.
Okay.
They may go back there again within a couple of weeks.
Right. Or days.
Yeah, or days.
Or days. Right.
Because there was a case that I was involved in, where a 4-year-old girl was knocked across the head with a sledgehammer by her stepfather.
Okay. Now, what was your role? What was your role in this case?
I was matter of fact, I was a foot patrolman, and I was called to help with Baltimore City Police Department in that case.
Okay, so were you an officer? Is that what you're telling us?
I was. Matter of fact, I retired from law enforcement about 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. And Marshall, you never said anything. You just been in the chat this whole time, not letting us know that you was involved with law enforcement in Maryland.
No, because I love your channel. I mean, I really do.
Do you really? Thank you.
I told you before,
Marshall.
when you start to talk, you come out with specifics of what your title of your chat is talking about.
Okay.
You come straight forward from the hip. Okay? And then once you speak about things start to move. Your group, the family starts to think. Your family starts to ask questions.
Yes.
Sometimes they may go back over that question.
Yeah.
And sometimes you may get frustrated because you may have to explain it again, but they don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think a lot of times, too, as I have learned, a lot of the people don't listen to what I'm saying because I could have discussed everything just from the article. And then, like, if I go in the comments, they're asking me what I've already just repeated in the article. So it's kind of like, well, did you read what I said? Did you not listen to what I said? And I just think a lot of people are just combative.
I've been listening to your channel ever since this thing happened, And the thing about it is I enjoy your channel because, like I said before, you give information. And sometimes and I hope you start to stop doing this. But when you get frustrated, you get frustrated.
I know. Well, guess what? That's why I didn't do it, but that's why I have it today. Look.
Yeah, believe me, I understand it. That's why this chat tonight, at the beginning and in the middle, this chat was it was still sadness. Yeah. But it was happy. So we needed
Sorry, I was buffering. Sorry. Go ahead. So you said it was stagnant. Well, why? Because it was too ho-hum during the chat.
No, it wasn't too ho-hum. Sometimes people need to feel sometimes people need to smile.
Yeah. That's why I said people get it misunderstood.
Tonight, this chat tonight was not only sadness, but also a chance to smile. Right. A chance to laugh.
Right.
A chance to get away from it just a little bit.
Right. Because it's depressing. It's depressing.
And you didn't mean to hurt. You didn't mean any harm, nor did you mean any harm to that person who felt that they were hurt by our smiling, by our laughter.
Right.
But that's the way it is.
Right. Well, I think what it is that
like I said, I enjoy everyone that I have met in this chat.
Right.
I enjoyed each and every person. And Nitra, boy, she tripped me out on her last phone call.
Nitra goes in for the queen. Nitra goes in for the queen.
You and Nitra come with points. Okay? You and Nietzsche come with receipts. If you don't have a receipt in what you're saying, don't say anything. If you don't know, don't say. Just be a good listener.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said.
Right.
You know, and that's the way it is. That's the way it is.
Well, I think what the problem is, Marsha, I don't mean to cut you off, but I think what most people are used to are the YouTubers that's got the channel set up nice and neat, and they only read the commentary from an article or a video, and then they talk lightly about the subject, but they don't really get emotional like I do. They don't get raw with the commentary like I do. Their platform is different. You understand what I'm saying? It's more like the news. You're just reading the script, and then you may say a few little questions, but it's not really like how I am, to where I'm sitting in my house with you talking about a situation. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And we go deep in the belly of the beast. A lot of YouTubers don't really go deep into the conversation, not to be derogatory or anything like that, but their style and format is different. So that person is probably used to watching other people where they really don't laugh and they don't share any jokes about the people, the persons involved in the storyline. They just read what they got written down, ask a few little questions, that's it. But I let the people venture off into whatever, because see, a lot of people are going to make comments about stuff, and I don't have any control over you saying, hey, what's up with the dog? Or, hey, did you see the yard? Or, that's your comment. What do I have to... I could easily just say, yeah, I saw that, and then don't say nothing else. But if I feel like saying, yeah, that was jacked up, you understand what I'm saying? But I think a lot of channels, they don't go deep into the comments. They don't go deep into the comments, and they don't go deep into giving their commentary about stuff like that. I do that. A lot of YouTubers don't do that.
Right.
When they're talking about true crime stories.
What I usually do, if I go to AB's channel, if I go to Judy Ron's channel, I take notes. When I come to your channel, I take notes, and I listen to the chats, and I read all the comments that everybody's making and everything, and I take notes on that.
Right.
And I say, okay, one of these days I got to come in here and explain how an investigation works.
Okay. Well, I thank you for doing that.
This was my night.
Yeah, because I never knew that you worked in law enforcement. You never said anything these past couple of weeks, so I didn't know. I had no idea.
Yeah. But somebody, I think it was Cricket Moon, who asked me, do you have any insight on how we can ask the correct questions? Well, there is no correct question.
Right.
Okay. Just like the teachers in elementary school or high school or junior high school say, there are no dumb answers.
Right.
There are no dumb questions.
Right.
So whatever questions that you may have, ask it.
Yeah.
Somebody in the group, somebody in the family is going to answer that question for you. Either the queen is going to answer it, or one of the other princesses or prince can answer that question.
Ain't that the truth? So, yes.
And because sometimes you may be reading a comment, and that's where sometimes you may say, I don't know what y'all in here chatting about. But what's going on is we're probably answering somebody else's question.
Right.
For you.
Okay.
So we can give them that Pacific. We can give them that receipt that you have.
Right.
So, with all that said, I'm going to sit back and let somebody else call in.
Okay.
And again, I'm staying with you until the end, baby girl.
Okay. Till we get a resolution. Till we get a resolution to this case.
I'm going
Golly.
to go ahead and let somebody else call in.
Okay. Thank you, Marsha. Have a good night. Morning. Okay, honey.
All right,
Bye-bye.
family.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
That was Marsha from Maryland. Anybody else want to call in before I wrap this live up? Because I'm almost at 2 hours. I'm an hour and 56 minutes in. Thank you all for the kind words. That would be awesome if he worked on this case. Good pointers. Yeah. Well, Marshall,
He's been sly with us. He ain't been telling us the truth that he was in law enforcement. He's been sitting in here all this time and never said a word to us. We're going to get you, Marshall, but I thank you for your commentary. This, as I say, is a very baffling case. We're not getting all we want to get. And a lot of people have gotten frustrated because you're upset with the chief for not telling you what you want to hear and give you information. But let's be truthful. Do you want the chief to tell you, yeah, I think those two did it. Yeah, I got a little something on them, so they can run and disappear? If they've lowered up, as rumors say, you ain't about to get nothing out of them. Because frankly, I really don't see them even talking to the police, tell you the truth. Even just basic questions. Because once you get a lawyer, the lawyer's going to tell the officer what he can and can't ask you. He can ask you a question, then the lawyer going to say, nope, don't answer that. Next question, nope, don't answer that. So where would you be going with it? It's too much. They know more than they're sharing. Exactly. I know the chief knows more than what he's sharing. I know because he's tripped up trying to talk. You can see it. He does know more. But he can't tell us he knows that those two are suspects number 1 and 2. Number 1 and 2. We think it. They already know it. They just won't tell us because they don't have to. And I told you, they will tell those people anything to keep them in the fold. They will let them think, no, go ahead. You want to go down the street and live? You want to go over to Colorado and live? Just let us have your phone number. We'll reach out to you. Because they don't want to let them know that they are guilty, that they suspect them. Why the hell would they tell them they suspect them? Think about that now. Why would the police, FBI want to let these fools know they suspect them for harming those kids? Because they could run off and go underground. What do they have to lose? They don't want to be locked up. They don't have no kids. They don't have no hustle money. They don't have a house probably. Who's to say? They have a mortgage to pay on that house. How are they going to pay for that house? They don't have no money. The money is gone. The money's in foster care now. Stay woke. They've been suspects. Day one. Day one. And those two are on borrowed time. They don't work anywhere. They don't go to school. Whatever savings they got is probably dwindling now because they don't have a permanent residence. They have a house, of course, but they're not staying there. So that means wherever they stay, they got to now shift food and stuff over to that person's location. And you think somebody wants you to stay up in their house for free? Hell, have you ever lived with somebody? It don't matter if it's your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your sister. Folks will have their hands out, want money too now. Because see, we don't know them. We don't know their family dynamic. We don't even know how much money they have in their bank account. Who knows what they got going on? How you doing, California girl? We don't know these people. We don't know what they got going on. But I know their time is borrowed. And I know it's short-lived, just like the short lives of that 3 and 4-year-old. And as I told you, karma is a bitch. Because see, what you put out is what you get back. You shortchange the system by hustling CPS. You shortchange those children's lives and your own children's lives. And so now, karma said, I'm going to give you what you've been looking for. You like milking the system, stealing from the system, bartering with children for the system, hustling up for children, foster care, hoarding children. I'm going to put your own kids in foster care. And that's what the universe did. That's what the devil did. Because it's a known fact that whatever the devil stole, he's got to give it back 7 times fold. And that's what he did. He took the kids.
their own biological children. And he put them in the same dirty system that they've been using and manipulating and conning and on the come up. Payback's a motherfucker. That's the spoken word. I'm out of here. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for supporting the Queen and your support. I will bring you more information pertaining to this storyline. If you ever want to reach out to the Queen, message me on IG, Instagram, BigSexy71. Leave me a message. I will respond. Thank you, Marshall, for joining me. I appreciate all the warm and kind words. I thank Nitra, my ace in the hole. I want to thank you. God bless you for everything. And thank you for the kind words from most of you. I thank you. God bless all of you. Pray for these children. Pray that they are alive. And pray that if they are alive, that they will get to safety. They will find somebody that will love them and take care of them and do right by them. Because they deserve it. And so many other children. And I want you to also pray for the other 2 children that were kidnapped out of Greece, New York last week. I do not know if they're still in Alabama or not, or if they've been sent back to New York. And I also want you to pray for Victoria Rose, who was murdered by her adoptive mother and father this month. And she is now resting with the angels. 2 savage beasts beat a 3-year-old to death. And now she's gone. And I'm wanting them 2 nasty beasts, Teletubbies. I want them to get the death chair for what they did to that baby. They rightfully deserve it. And I looked on another YouTuber's channel last night. She's got a photograph of all the adoptive children in the care of that woman and her husband. And it looked like 5 children was in that photo. And the oddest thing I noticed in that picture is that the baby who was now dead, she was lighter skinned than all the other people in the photo. And I don't know if that has anything to do with why they murdered that baby, but it was odd when I saw the photo because it kind of, shook me when I saw it. I said, wait a minute, this baby look almost white. I thought it was a white baby. So I don't know what happened in that South Carolina home to that baby. But that 3-year-old's gone. And I want to know why them 2 killed that baby. Just like I want to know why these 2 are missing out of Cal City. The only good story I brought you this week was the 2 children out of Greece, New York, who are now safe somewhere. The biological father and a co-conspirator kidnapped them out of a foster home in upstate New York last week. Week ago yesterday. And they have been retrieved by the U.S. Marshal Service. Pray for everybody. Pray for yourself. We all need prayer. And I want to thank you for supporting my channel. God is good, and I am highly favored. Amen. I'm out of here.